You're watching Suck Professor. Hello everybody, it's me Hank. I'm joined by
James.
Lord James. We're gonna do a full shot-by-shot breakdown after we all watch the trailer. James, say go.
Go.
Yes! I can't believe it's almost season.
Enemies to the east. Enemies to the west. Enemies to the south. Enemies to the north. Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it. We're the last Lannisters. The last ones who count.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms. And I will.
The king in the north!
Your father and brothers are gone, yet here you stand. Last best hope against the coming storm.
If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die. And then it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne. The Great War is here.
Oh, dude, so good. I'm so excited. I can't wait for everybody to get burned up. I just want to see every single person turned into ribs. James, are you thrilled?
I'm thrilled, but also sad that because this season is the second to the last one.
I think so.
And they just kind of announced that the final season's only 6 episodes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Why'd you have to ruin my day?
There's a bunch of spin-offs coming, but still, it's coming to an end. I don't like that.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Well,
I think they're like throwing around like 5 different spin-off series they're working on.
well, if there's not a Sam spin-off, I'm going to be really fucking pissed. I'm going to be writing my senator. All right, let's get into it, though. We want to watch this. We're going to go like screenshot by screenshot, kind of take our time here. You know, play some stuff over and again, and we'll do it. Here we go, James. HBO disappears. So this is
Cersei walking through King's Landing.
yes, and she's wearing a fur thing on her
Yep.
shoulders, which means she's comfortable.
Because as we know, the prophecy of her children dying and her eventually rising to the true queen has come to fruition.
Yes, she had a hell of a last season too.
Yeah.
Went through a lot of trauma.
Do you think she really has what she wants now? Or is she just
Yeah.
purely like a vessel of rage and anger?
Yeah, no, she has clothes. That's all she's ever wanted.
Yeah, but it seems like the only thing she really loved in life was her children, and she's lost them.
Yeah. Well, sure.
And now
That
she
could-
stands as one of the few remaining Lannisters.
She does still love her brother
Yeah.
and his parts. And you know she needs a bell with her. There's a guy with a bell behind her going, happiness, ding ding,
Yep.
happiness, ding 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 ding. All right, so
To the east.
enemies to the east. This is our favorite guy,
This is Grey Worm.
Grey Worm, right? Which is not a nice name for a guy.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
this
his-
is Grey Worm's, the army of the Unsullied, Daenerys, Stormborn. This is the enemies in the east.
Yes, he is
Probably her biggest threat.
and he also has a very hot girlfriend, Miss Sanday.
Yep.
Who I'd like to see.
Is it Miss Sandy or Miss Sandy?
Same difference.
Yeah.
Check this out though. He's got this.
Targaryen. It appears to be a Targaryen dragon loop circle or something, or am I
Well,
reading that wrong?
No, I don't think you're reading it right. You're calling it Targaryen. I mean, obviously it's related to the 3 dragons, so that would probably be correct. But yeah, I like it. I also look that he can use his chess piece here for checkers.
Yes.
When he and the boys are just having a little downtime. That's nice. These guys don't have any fun. They don't have any
Well,
fun.
they were kind of raised and programmed to not have fun.
That's my point, though. They should have some fun. They've come on, go to Vegas, let loose, play some checkers. Come on. All right, so
Enemies to the west.
the West,
Enemies to the west. Who could that be?
the Ironborn, basically.
Euron Greyjoy.
Yeah.
His ships.
Yeah, right. So that's the King's Landing's in the center, sort of. I mean, let's say Cersei's in the center.
The Iron Islands.
Yeah. I mean, west of her would be Casterly Rock, but that's not. Wait, isn't that where Stephen King stuff? Castle Rock.
Castle Rock.
Yeah.
We will see Casterly Rock later on, though.
Yes, but they're not her enemy. That's her. That's her family's.
Yeah,
home.
they've kind of lived there.
What word
for a
is
while.
this here? Duskelly? Boy, Dusky? Duska? All right, well, it's a cool table. Okay.
East to the west.
Boom. West.
You're on
there's
Greyjoy.
There's the Greyjoy. cool. I love this ship. Look at these things here.
It's like the ship almost looks like a dragon itself.
It kind of does. Yeah, very much so. This should be a little fire goes. It's fire vomit. I just love these wing things. Those are neat. I did a little sailing once and I fucking hated it. I almost fainted after I hit my knee on a thing, and it really was really a weird experience for everybody. All right.
Enemies to the south.
There's Erin, the Veil of Erin.
Yep.
So yeah, that's where the Lisa
Okay.
you know,
Enemies to the south, though, clearly a reference to Dorne.
the Dorne.
Enemies
Yep.
to the
So
south.
It's not a great shot of Dorne, but it looks like it's sharpening a sword or perhaps like the tip of a long spear. We know that the Dornish fighters typically have fought with that kind of weaponry, so it's very possible it's Dorne, especially since it says enemies in the south. Who else
right.
could it be?
It sounds like Dorne. You know, the Viper with his long spear, which is poisoned. That was his thing. He'd like to do that. Same way I put butter on bread. Well, not poisoned. I just use like a long spear.
The bread thinks it wins, but it dies later on,
and then it goes,
and then gets reborn as a zombie slice of bread.
Yeah, zombie slice of bread. Anyway, don't eat carbs, everybody. But yeah, they didn't really go into the location here. But that's cool, though. I like a good sword sharpening. It wouldn't be Game of Thrones if there wasn't some dude molesting a sword next to a tree.
It'd be a little bit more on point if you showed them like dripping poison onto it, but
Right.
Still.
Right. Or hey, what if maybe he's holding a frog? Maybe he's sliding, he's rubbing the back of a poisonous frog on it, just as our ancestors did, as is tradition.
Enemies.
Okay,
east
cool.
to the
We gotta look at this here. We got last set sevens. I can't read any of this shit. Castle something here.
Yes, it's a map.
Yeah, it's a cool map. It's an old table. It's a cool map. There's obviously a lot more detailed maps on the net. By the way, we have a 720p version because that's the official HBO release. I wish we had 1080p, but we're making the best we can here.
Enemies to the north.
The north. Okay.
Enemies
This
to
is
the
the wall. Castle Black, obviously.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, how stupid am I? The east wall, east watched by the sea. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that completely. Moletown should be somewhere around here, unless that's okay. So, but yeah, here's the wall. This is trouble. Oh, look, they carved trees into it. They look like little cookies.
Kinda do.
Don't you want to pick one up and just take a bite? And your mom goes, "Hey, not until the relatives get here." Okay, you can have one. I love you. And you go, "Fuck you, Mom. This cookie tastes like shit." This goes up high. Big trouble going on
to
here.
the north.
Yeah, I think the north is my favorite locale for all the. I mean, it's the Jon Snow, it's the Arya, although she's moved back to the. She's not in the north now.
I think some of my favorite scenes were in the north. Just seeing like the White Walkers doing the reviving thing, at Hardhome. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the main antagonist is going to come down. I mean, are they going to meet them in the north, or are they going to come beyond the wall to fight them on their own terrain? Which is what I think is kind of going to happen.
Fight them south of the wall.
Yeah, I mean, can the White Walkers exist there? I think they're going to bring winter with them.
Yes,
I assume.
yes, they're part of this big winter is coming.
Yeah,
thing,
and I was about to say, and as they've been saying since the beginning of season 1, episode 1, winter is coming.
Yes,
and the long winter.
They definitely, the White Walkers are definitely the biggest X factor in this whole situation, because they're the ones that could upend everybody else's intentions and stuff. And they're some of the more exciting scenes in the entire series.
What if it finds out they like have pollen allergies?
Pollen?
Yeah, and they just die coming down there.
They get a little too far south. They're like, oh, it's humid. Fuck this. Let's go. They start putting Visine in their eyes. Because their eyes are blue. That makes no sense. Anyway, yeah, I love the White Walkers. I haven't seen this many cool White Walkers since Easter Egg Day at my grandma's nursing home. Arya!
So that's their one enemy in the north. It's just Arya.
Yeah, she's pretty tough now.
That's a pretty big bill to pay.
By the way, she's not riding a horse. This is part of her shape-shifting of powers.
Those are her
She
legs.
can pretend to be, she's become a centaur.
Yeah, so we can tell the area around her looks kind of cold. She's dressed for the weather, so it makes me wonder, is she heading for Winterfell?
I would think so. The last we saw her, she murdered the old grabby hands bitch guy. That guy, you know what I'm talking about? The fucking king of the two towers. Ah, God, what's his name? Yeah, he said, I married many of my daughters. Slippery lips. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
The king with the daughters, and he
The man who orchestrated the Red Wedding.
the fuck is his name? Anyway, wow, great YouTube video. People hate when we don't get information, right?
Oh, I know what it is. I'm just waiting to see.
Oh, Slippery Lips isn't his name?
He'll come to you.
All right, fine.
Whatever stands in our way.
There's the shot. The summer sea, Dorne, the something, the narrow sea.
Yes.
There's Jamie. Jamie's taken up swimming. He's turned into a statue. Oh, look, they have a ladder. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, do you think Jamie is going to be ultimately the one to bring down Cersei?
What makes you say that?
Because it's a foreshadowing thing, because he was the one that brought down the Mad King, because he saw the Mad King had overstepped his boundaries. He's seen his sister slowly fall into the same mold. And every time I see him look at her from the end of the past season, and almost in the shots of this trailer, it's almost though he's looking at her with concern or regret.
Like she's, maybe he's watching a beloved one, a loved one morph into something that he can be
the greatest kindness he can do to her for someone that he loves is to end her, maybe.
Oh, will he fully kill her? He is the Kingslayer.
He
so
is.
Maybe he'll be the Queenslayer. But he's been slaying her for a long time. You know what I'm saying, James? You know what I'm saying, James? They're having incestual sex.
I inferred that.
They're having intercourse between two siblings, which genetically is risky.
And he's metaphorically, he is Jesus in this scene as he is walking on water.
Yes, he is, and that would make her the rest of us because we walk on land. Aww.
And yes, let's analyze this like Twin Peaks.
Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it.
Yes,
and that's
and
also,
then I'll get a dentist for the gap in my teeth.
Yes, that's overly optimistic. I mean, the Lannisters have been in power for quite a while, but they are nothing compared to the 4 enemies that are coming against them.
Right. However, I agree with you, but if they all have to be coordinated for them to actually overwhelm her, and I think that'll kind of happen. Not that they'll deliberately coordinate, but it's all going to come to hell all at once. I'm like, oh no, we're fighting on the west. We got to go fight the north. Make sense?
A little bit. We're going to see something soon that's going to make me able to refute that. But let's go.
No. You think they're all going to coordinate? That's what I'm saying, though. Like they might not have the communication ability.
I think your interpretation as to their ability, they being the Lannisters, to defend themselves, is a little bit overreaching it.
I'm talking about her enemies have to coordinate in order to make them, because one by one, the Lannisters probably do stand a chance against them. You know, possibly. They have just had some of a war with the North that's probably degraded their abilities a little bit.
They've got dragons.
Oh, you're talking about the dragons.
Daenerys is going to steamroll over her.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if those dragons are loyal. They could be bought off for a toasted goat. I also like that she's just a fan of Oasis. That's kind of fun.
We will defeat it.
All right, so they're confident. Okay. Look at their shields.
Clearly Lannister army. That's the Lannister sigil on the shields.
Cool shields. I also like that they all look like they're dressed to go to Disneyland. That makes no sense at all. Mickey Mouse has 2 ears.
All right.
Okay.
Cool shot of
the Red Keep.
Yep, the throne room.
The Iron Throne, Ursers, the sword thing.
And Jaime Lannister standing by her side. Also, he is no longer a member of the Kingsguard, right?
I don't think so.
I think he was excused from that a while ago, so he really has no obligation to maintain those duties.
That could be. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know. There's the Mountain.
Yep.
I like him. He's looking nice and big. There's the sigil back there. Pretty good stuff. Always a fan.
We're the last.
Yeah. Intense and handsome.
Right. And
James, if I had a girlfriend, I would let her bang him.
Yes.
He is hot.
But this is a great part of the trailer where she says, like, we are the last Lannisters.
Yeah. Here, I want to hear it.
We're the last Lannisters.
And then she says something great after that.
Oh.
Lannisters. The last ones who count.
The last ones who count, and they cut directly to Tyrion.
Yeah. So she doesn't think he counts.
No, and I think she's going to regret that heartily when Tyrion comes riding in with dragons later on.
Right. He is a very powerful asset for Daenerys. She, the inside information, the politics of the West, like having him, and she's pretty much an unstoppable force without him. But with him, she can be so much more strategic and better allocate the way they attack people.
He's a good strategic hand to her rule, but still he is flawed in his I was going to say strategery.
Well, can't do that. Go for it, George Bush.
Yes, that's what was coming to me. But remember when he was in, was it Marine, yes. And Daenerys was nowhere to be found because she had flown away on a dragon after trying to be assassinated by the Golden Mask dudes.
Right.
Well, the Sons of the Harpy. He was kind of letting the kingdom descend into chaos. He was trying to negotiate. He was trying to rule with diplomacy, and then it took Daenerys coming back and putting down an iron fist to basically get things back into order.
Right.
So I think they're both combined a good asset, but him alone or her alone is a little bit too much yin, a little bit too much yang.
Don't want too much yin or yang. However, I would say that because they're going to Westeros, he's an expert at Westeros.
Okay, gotcha.
The reason why he wasn't so good at Marine was
he didn't know
because
the people.
It was out of his depth.
Yeah, he didn't know the culture.
Yeah,
he
it
didn't
wasn't-
know the long-standing history between the...
Right.
Yeah.
But he's a master at Westeros, and he's just super educated. I'm just saying she's very lucky to have him, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
all would be. And by the way, Peter Dinklage is not available for birthday parties. It's very upsetting. I tried to get him for your birthday party, James.
No.
Do you have a birthday?
No.
I never thought you did. All right. You're born like the Uruk-hai. But they have birthdays? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What, you say something?
No, that's
Okay, cool. Look, she's holding on to a hilt. Okay.
The last ones you count.
Cool shot. We got to look at that. Oh, man. Oh, the last ones you count. Boom. They should blur it. We should blur that out. It's already a little blurry, so. Dragon. That's a long dragon tail, huh? What castle are we looking at back there, though, on the right?
I believe that would be Dragonstone. I mean, that's what it looks like to me from there. Dragonstone Cliffs, Dragonstone Castle.
I don't see enough evidence to be conclusive about anything, to be honest.
Well, the fact that there's dragons there and the fact that we see Daenerys in a future shot in this trailer arrive at what's almost definitively Dragonstone, and Tyrion is there, and we know Tyrion is with Daenerys, 2 and 2.
Okay, could be. Yeah, it all depends on where they land. I mean, Dragonstone is where Stannis ran. That was his. It's a little island on the eastern shore.
It was after Robert's rebellion that King Robert gave Dragonstone to Stannis.
Yeah.
And it's where Stannis staged his plotting of Blackwater and where he retreated to.
He did a lot of this. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kick my brother's ass.
Yes.
I'm Stannis.
And it was the ancestral home of the Targaryens, but it wasn't initially Targaryen. Targaryens took it over ages ago from someone else who I don't quite know.
Yes.
But it's her birth home. It's where Daenerys was born as Daenerys Stormborn, but was exiled from shortly thereafter.
Right. Yeah. Correct. All right. Cool. Good background info. Oh, there's more dragons. I missed them, James. There's the side ones. Check that out. Nice. I love a little side dragon. One of my favorite sides of the dragon. That sounds so stupid. Okay.
Dragonstone.
So we're calling this Dragonstone?
I mean, if it's not Dragonstone, I don't know what it is.
There's a giant
It makes
dragon
sense.
skull right there.
Yeah, that would serve to reason that is it.
That would be... See, now that's the evidence I was looking for. I like to have all the info before I make my snap judgments based on my emotional impulses.
And it's almost as though her wardrobe has changed in a way that I haven't seen it before.
From behind?
Well, you can see the shoulders there, but if you keep going forward, you're going to see that.
All right. I want to just take a look. So this...
Oh, and also take note of that little walkway going up there. I
Yeah.
think that's going to come back a little bit later for a point that I want to make.
Yeah, we're going to see that in a little while. And these are her unsullied fellows opening up the door for her, too. That's the nice thing about being queen. You never have to open up any doors.
Yeah.
First of all, there's probably not doors around other than the big ones. And then there's some dude who's got a horrible life who opens it up for you. Cool shirt.
Yeah, it's
I love
almost
it.
as though she's got the same shoulders as her own people. Is that a way of her
Similar
saying
to
that this is her battle gear, her war gear, or is that typically traditionally Targaryen garb? I'm not quite sure, but I'm not used to seeing her dressed this way.
I'm going with it's with her buddies. This is similar to that. I think it just has a neat texture and neat detail there. I've watched that show on Respect the Dress, or what am I thinking of?
It's almost as though this kind of thing says that she means business.
She means she means business.
Not like is that Varys behind her?
That's Varys right there. Hello, it's me, Varys.
And
would you like a grape? And he pulls a grape out of his sleeve. But no, I think this has like a dragonish texture. I think that's just kind of cool.
he lost his grapes long ago.
He did. Yeah.
Like, it's the closest thing I've got is a grape. I lost my other one. I don't know what happened.
Varys is great. I love him because he's bald.
I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh hell yeah, you were. She's born to rule the Seven Kingdoms. So touching some sand, just like Saving Private Ryan.
Yes.
She picks it up. Tom Sizemore comes. No, and yeah, she's cool, man. This is what you would do.
Now, is that sand or is that stone?
That's a beach.
It's a beach?
Yeah, it's
okay.
a beach. It's a wet beach. James, obviously, haven't spent much time sun tanning.
I see it now.
Yeah, it's a wet beach. Yeah, wet beach.
Symbolic of her returning to her ancestral home.
Yeah.
This is important to her.
That, and she misses Dario. Yeah.
Well, that, and bear in mind that she just crossed the ocean, the narrow sea.
Yeah.
So this is her first time setting foot on the land of Westeros, right?
Yeah.
Westeros is the name of the interior kingdom. If I get that one wrong, then I'm screwed.
Westeros, yeah, Westeros
Okay.
is the western
Yes,
continent.
it's where all the
Seven Kingdoms.
main storyline takes place, where the main battle is going to culminate.
Correct.
So this is her returning finally from her place of
Right.
origin.
Was she born there?
Yeah, she was born at Dragonstone.
Okay. All right. Good to know. I was just testing
I
you.
think. I hope. I hope I'm not wrong about that.
Well, if you are, people are going to tell you you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I will deserve it.
No, you don't. You don't deserve it at all. Come on, stop. Embrace your ignorance, James. It's working for me.
That's what it means to be an American.
Yeah. Beat people up and embrace how stupid you are.
And I will.
And I will. All right, I love this shot here.
Yeah.
This is cool.
That is the Iron Throne of Dragonstone.
Yeah, you're right.
With a Dothraki god.
That's a Dothraki, huh?
Yep.
What the fuck has he got on there? It looks like he's wearing a potato sack that turned into stone.
He's the log man from Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Log lady.
He strokes it. That's how they get phone calls. That log is their cell phone, basically. Yep. So I love this. So this like sort of torched coal is what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it's pretty darn cool.
Like it's just like a burned tree, but it had to be a massive piece of wood. Some giant old tree was sacrificed in fire to create this throne.
Do you think it's petrified wood, not carved stone?
I'm thinking it's coal. Like you can make coal out of trees still. Like you can just burn a tree in a certain way and then it turns into coal. I think that's symbolic of the destruction wrought by a dragon.
Wouldn't that kind of mess up her dress?
Yes. Say no to that dress, I'll say. No, I mean, I don't know if it's literally coal, probably some sort of carving or something, but it's pretty badass.
I'm going to guess it's fiberglass.
Yeah, it might be that. Or is that movie foam?
No, it could be dragon glass. Probably not, though.
Nah, probably not. Obsidian. Yeah. These things aren't lit, though, I'd like to point out. Hey, Drogo. Green one, yellow one, or pale beige-ish yellow one. Hello, come in here. Your mommy needs some light, idiots. Oh, yeah.
Okay, now this is pretty cool.
Yep.
This seems to be a representation of the Sullys coming in and kicking the crap out of a place owned by the Lannisters, which has to be Casterly Rock.
Good chance.
We see a dead Lannister. We see the Lannister sigils above.
Yeah, I wish I knew what this symbol meant right here. Don't quite know, but these are obviously the Lannister ones. So,
yep.
Yeah, the Lannister
and here's one of the main reasons why I think that Cersei is more screwed than she thinks she is, because the center of power for the Lannister family has always been Casterly Rock. If they can't even hold that, what chance do they have?
Well, I'll only point out, we don't know for sure it's Casterly Rock. It could be some outpost. It could be some other smaller area, smaller town, because Casterly Rock is on the western side of Westeros, so they arrived on the east. They'd have to cross past the eastern, they'd have to really cross the continent, which I suppose to be possible they could go north and go around it a little bit, but it's hard to know that for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, we don't know how long into the season this comes up either.
And these motherfuckers change ownership so much of these cities. They should all just have like a flip board here, like those towns with like 2 people where they just change the number.
And it's good that you clarify, because I'm assuming it's that location. There's no concrete evidence aside from the fact that we know that it's under Lannister control.
For sure.
To assume that it is a particular spot.
100% confidence it's under Lannister control for, well, up until these fellas showed up. Yeah. But could be, we'll see.
But more to the point, if it is Casterly Rock, Jaime is the head of that. Yeah. But he probably would be remaining in King's Landing. He wouldn't be abandoning his sister, his queen, in a time of war.
He seems to be putting,
So I don't think that his life or his freedom is in danger based on this attack.
Nope, I don't think so either. Yeah, he can't. He's too handsome to die. He's so hot. Ooh, take that, gut. Take that, torso! All right, so then we get cut here. Let's listen to some sound.
Your father and brother.
The King in the North. It's nice of them to include that audio so they remind us.
I love seeing Sansa again, Brienne, Tormund.
There. Yep, Tormund. Where's Tormund?
Is that him back there?
No, I don't think that's him.
I see red hair.
Yeah, I see some sort of red hair. No, I don't think that is Tormund.
Okay, I could be wrong.
He's got a much bigger beard, unless he went to the groomers. Yeah, but Brienne is there. She's awesome. I can't wait. Remember she chopped our head off Stannis last time.
Well, do we know that that's what she did? We know that she killed him.
They cut away. Maybe he chopped off his nose.
Yeah.
About like when you slice someone's head and you hit the nose and their eyes and cut through the side. That's a fucked up way to kill somebody.
And she does tell. I think it's the Red Lady, the Red Woman, that she says that she killed Stannis.
Yeah. They did cut away, but...
and that was right after Jon exiles the Red Lady.
Yes.
So she has to flee from Winterfell and go elsewhere.
Yeah, yep, that's for sure. So look, we got a bunch of old furry white guys. There you go.
These are the Stark loyalists.
Yeah, there's Tormund.
Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah.
He's the Waldo.
I knew he had to be there.
He's the Waldo of Game of Thrones. Look, is that a little kid?
It could be.
Didn't they kill the Ollie, the little boy?
Yes.
They fucking killed him, right? Yeah, he turned into a blue corpse.
Yep, he got
got what he fucking deserved, you little piece of shit.
I don't know why hanged is the correct word, but he got hanged. But
he got hung. Is hung wrong?
Yeah, hung's apparently wrong. It's hanged.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird English quirks I never really got.
Reminds me of my favorite singer, William Hanged.
Yes.
Yeah, no, good.
Father and brothers are gone.
Okay, we'll back up a little bit, listen to what the words are here.
Your father and brothers are gone, yet here you stand.
That's Peter Baelish.
Yes.
Littlefinger.
Who I know is a complete piece of garbage, who
Yep.
is a horrific human being,
Yep.
but just because he's so calculating and he's managed to survive against such great odds and how conniving he is, I've always kind of rooted for him as a character while also maintaining a hatred for him.
Yeah, he keeps earning your respect begrudgingly, and then he goes off and loses it.
Yeah,
somehow
but
by being
selling
such a piece of
Sansa
shit.
off to Ramsay, that's unforgivable.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, and his plans. He's still allowed to whisper in her ear, though. You'd think at this point they would say, "Hey, asshole, get back to the farm. You're done."
He did swoop in and save their lives at the Battle of Winterfell.
That's true. He brought the Knights of the Vale up and just in time to. Boy, what a great scene that was.
That was amazing.
The whole time I was going, yeah. And James was like, "Shut up! Why are you doing that?" We watch everything together, everybody. James and I live in a bunk bed. The top bunk bed is filled with chips, so we sleep both on the bottom. Kinky. All right. Cool spikes. Is this the northern wall? It looks like
that is most definitely the northern wall.
Yep. What? They just go into holes? Hold on. You ever build a fence, James? You gotta dig holes in the ground.
I think the weight of it would create its own holes.
Bullshit. Nope, not frozen ground, man. Frozen ground can fuck shit up. What they need is little receptacles. Little like a thingy that's shaped like a little thing in the hole, man. Like a a grommet, so to speak. You know what that is?
It's Wallace's friend.
Wallace and Gromit? No. All right. Anyway, cool wall.
Best hope.
Okay,
Theon.
so Theon, what is he up to? We're not really getting much clues here.
He's being attacked by fireflies.
Yes.
And he's wishing he had a peepee.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Famously, they chopped off his wiener and sent it to his sister.
Mm-hmm. In a nice little wooden box.
Sent
it to his father, actually,
Yeah.
and his sister Yara just happened to be there at the time that he received it.
Nope. Check Wikipedia. I updated it. It's only his sister. No,
it was addressed to her.
No, it was addressed to the family and her dad, his dad. But not a nice thing. I sent my dad pictures of my dick, but I would never chop it off and send it to him.
With like a 3D printed mold.
No, not at all. A cardboard paper mache build-up. Yeah, I like to harass my dad. He's a Republican, and I sent him pictures from the LGBT rally that I was working at the other
I'm sure
day.
he loved that.
Yeah, he's good. I said, "Dad, it's your worst nightmare, Democrats." I was doing a cameraman. I do some film production work. Okay, so
now we've got the Red Lady.
Red Lady, another one of my faves.
And where is she?
Wait a minute, let's just back up so we can hear the dialogue I'm talking.
Last best hope against the coming storm.
Last best hope against the coming storm. All right, so I'm not sure where
she's looking down. Remember when Daenerys landed at Dragonstone and I said to look at that walkway going upwards?
Yeah.
That kind of looked like this to me. Now, I don't know if that's the same. I mean, I don't remember there being Daenerys was on the beach. This is near a beach.
Could be. This could be maybe she's looking down from Dragonstone?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that she fled to Dragonstone, which kind of makes sense because that's where Stannis was stationed and that's where she lived with Stannis.
Yeah.
So she would definitely know how to get her way back there.
Yeah, she would. That would make sense that she would then work her way to Dragonstone.
And
this
she
is
said
a big-ass land. Is this all one island, man?
I don't know, but she did say that she was going to go out and try, gather forces for the Lord of Light and so forth. And she still believes that Jon Snow is the reincarnation of the Great Warrior.
Yeah.
So...
Even though she would have reason to sort of feel pretty
she
a lot of animosity towards Jon Snow.
And she got exiled for, burning the little girl.
Yeah, for murdering a small child.
A little, frowned upon.
Like, I could put up with a kooky religious girl, but I would be like, all right, maybe I'll draw the line at murdering children in fire. I mean, use poison like a gentlewoman. Yeah. All right, come on. She is, she's nice, though. I like her. She's my ideal woman. I need a wife. I'm very lonely, and I'm tired. I'm just so tired. Okay, next one. Oh yeah, now we get intense. This is here we go.
So away from
running.
Melisandre.
Okay, so yeah, they're who do you think they're running from here? This is obviously the
it's got to be White Walkers.
Yeah.
I mean, who else could it be? The only other threat in the north aside from the local fauna would be the wildlings, and it looks like they are the wildlings.
These look like wildlings, and they've kind of buddied up with the with the Castle Black.
Yeah, they're part of. They've joined the army for a mutual benefit because the White Walkers is a common enemy.
They're forced to reconcile their differences because of the White Walkers and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Jon Snow actually respects them, and they respect Jon Snow, which is kind of a first.
Yes, yes. So off they go. Now that's...
Arya back in the north.
There she is.
Apparently heading to Winterfell again. It looks like very cold.
She's got a naked horse back
Yes.
there. That's okay, though. Yeah, so I'm just seeing... She's got, yeah, nothing really much to say. A bunch of logs and stuff. All right, let's look at her shirt. I mean, I thought that was like one of those bird... Nope, just a tie. Looks like just like a leather space or something.
Kind of wish that she was like had like a human's face hanging from a necklace. That she just is like one of those what do you call those panel things when you're choosing like wallpaper color?
Oh yeah,
the books, swatch books.
Swatch, yeah.
She should have that just
a paint
of
swatch.
Faces.
Yeah, she just can just.
And she'll say, "This is my Facebook."
Yeah. Her Facebook. I like Arya though. I think she's got to be in everybody's top 3 for characters.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to forego the whole Lady Stoneheart thing and do purely Arya getting revenge on behalf of the Starks. Because based on what she did at the end of the last season,
yeah,
taking out that piece of crap.
That'll be a big reveal. Hopefully they do that. Lady Stoneheart, for anybody who doesn't know, it's the mom. She was
Catelyn Stark.
Catelyn Stark.
Catelyn Stark.
She got her face, or got her head chopped off at the Red Wedding, pretty much. But I guess she's still attached.
No, her head was not chopped off. Her throat was cut, and she was thrown into the river.
Yeah. Well, if you read the books, I did say off, but like pretty much off. Like she's like her head's barely holding on, as far as I remember it. But whatever. We could fight over that later. Anyway, yeah, but she does come back as Lady Stoneheart, sort of a resurrected ghoul who is back for vengeance.
Yes, the spirit of vengeance.
How could they not show that? Come on, unless they had a fight with the actor, and she just doesn't want to anymore. All right.
If we don't...
So, okay, form in a circle. Obviously, they're into some trouble. We got a big blizzard happening. I assume this is during a White Walker attack.
Can you tell at all who that is in that circle? I mean, there's really not a lot of
It's tough to
detail.
say. There's an axe. I see a guy on the right has an axe there, I think. Some kind of blunt bludgeoning weapon, maybe, or... yeah, it's tough to say. That's a lot.
If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die.
If we don't put aside our enmities and bound together, people will die.
And he's always the voice of reason.
Yes, everybody likes him.
Lord Davos.
Lord Davos.
Hello, it's me, Lord Davos. I'm an onion. I was an onion smuggler, and now I'm an onion knight. Now I'm an onion lord. That's right, it's me, Lord Davos. I loved that little girl. She was my favorite. She let me sniff her hair.
Oh, she taught him how to read.
She taught him how to read. They had a great relationship.
Yeah.
That's one of the sad parts, and I don't blame him for being pissed off that she got fucking burned.
So now
I'm pissed off that she got fucking burned.
Yes. Now we get Littlefinger emerging from the shadows.
Yep. That's right where he belongs.
That's where he always is.
So we got some Dothraki.
Dothraki Blood Riders.
Blood Riders, that's right.
Yeah.
Not just those water riders. Look at they're standing up on their horses. These guys are pretty athletic.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how many stuntmen were killed doing this.
I hope not any, because I'm a pacifist. All right, up they go. Ah, take that, bitch! And they run up. Look at him. What's he doing though? He's not even swinging his arm. He's just jumping.
Well, it could be an intimidation tactic.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, maybe he's just doing a flying kick. This is how I hunt too, by the way. When I see a horse or a deer.
Can you do that one more time? Is he jumping from? He's jumping from one horse to a different horse, or is he?
I don't know.
No, that's the same horse. So he's just jumping and landing back on his own horse.
I don't think.
Still
I
very
don't think
impressive.
that's what it looks like. It's hard to say.
Well, no. If you look at the horse, never goes fully out of frame.
Right there, he's out of frame.
Nope.
What horse is in this frame?
That's the tip of it.
No, that's his
the
foot.
that's the essence of the
You're allowed
horse.
to say I was mistaken.
Well, you can see the hair from the mane come up immediately right where it
I know, but-
last disappeared, so it's hard to say that that's not the same horse.
I'm not saying it's not the same horse. I'm saying I don't think he's landing on the horse.
Oh, you think he's landing on the ground next to the
Yeah,
horse?
I think the horse. I think
Okay,
because
it's kind of blurry and low quality
like
there, but yeah.
If you're at a certain speed, the wind will push you back so that you can't maintain speed with the animal, aka the vehicle that's moving that you're under. But that's why you can jump on a skateboard. You continue to move forward. The skateboard moves forward at the same speed. Wind is the friction with the wind is what slows you down once you detach from the vehicle.
And you're really using the logic of physics in a show about White Walkers and dragons.
When it comes to doing this kind of stunt work, yes, I am. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I looked up Cirque du Soleil tickets once. I know what I'm talking about. All right, Cavalia, James Cavalia.
Okay.
Look it up. God damn it.
All right, so now
so
we've got a ship that is burning
Yep.
and people that are, it looks like they're boarding the ship.
I like these guys. I like to think they're like those gay pirates that sing songs,
Yep.
you know, in the movies. They're like,
So-
hello, we have legs and chest and arms and... But no, I
So-
think they're violent maniacs.
Is this potentially Daenerys burning the ships with dragonfire while of Euron Greyjoy's ships?
Oh, could be. That could be. The Euron Greyjoys are getting fucked up. I mean, all it takes is one determined dragon.
Or could
There's
this,
another one
you know,
over there, it looks
could
like.
this have happened before Daenerys landed on the shores after crossing the Narrow Sea, where she was intercepted by another antagonizing force and attacked?
I
Is
don't
this
know.
dragonfire? Is this normal fire? I'm not quite sure what's going on there.
Yeah, who knows? Is Dragonfire special fire?
Yeah, it creates dragon glass.
Wait, it's just extra hot though. It's not
I'm
like
sure,
magic.
I would assume it has some sort of magical properties.
It would make sense that it does.
Because don't you
It's
forge
like
Valyrian steel with dragonfire? Isn't that one of the things?
Yeah.
And you can't make it otherwise?
I guess that makes
Something
sense.
like that.
Maybe it's just hotter than normal. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Could be. Like wildfire has its own
Yeah,
distinct
it's green.
properties. That it's green and it burns on the water.
And that's another thing we kind of missed when we were looking back at King's Landing with Jaime. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, but it looked like Jaime was holding a pretty nifty looking sword. But if that's not later on, let's circle back to that.
All right, we'll circle back. By the way, I just want to point out this fella here. He's got a ring pop, a really big ring pop. That looks like fun. I bet the whole gang can feed on that for a whole
Juicy
day.
jewel of flavor, ring pop. It's lollipop without a stick of ring
Wow.
flavor. You can lick ring pop.
Somebody was raised by
that's about
television.
the 5th time I've made that reference.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember any
I
of
love
those,
that commercial.
But my head is fucking filled with holes. Yeah, good. All right, cool.
No matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne.
On the Iron Throne.
Okay, now if we
All
go
right.
back, this is potentially the map we were seeing a zoom in on in the beginning.
No.
It
Maybe.
looks similar, but
Could be.
I don't think so. I think the map that we saw in the beginning was possibly in King's Landing.
I don't remember this
or is it
many.
in Dragonstone here with Daenerys?
Yeah, the one that didn't have this many action figures on it. I think this is Stannis' old table, I believe.
Yes, this is.
But they've placed a whole bunch of their toys on it, and they're going pew pew pew. Take that, Luke. Take that, Leia. Ooh, kiss kiss. Tyrion. You know, there's some boats right there. That's pretty fun. No, she's got one of those halogen lamps back there. It's pretty
It's
cool.
the IKEA Flork.
Flork? Is that the name of those lamps?
Something like
Oh,
that.
all right. Well, hey,
I have one.
I love learning new things.
The Iron Throne.
The Iron. Oh yeah.
Oh,
okay, so he's got a new helmet.
He's got it looks like all new armor to me. It looks like it's modeled after the new look of Cersei, the look that she's taken on since
Yeah.
rising back to queen.
He is her fanciest piece of jewelry. I love it. He is a tough guy. Remember, he got stabbed. He had a hole in his chest and the one
Yep.
in the breastplate.
Got stabbed in the leg too, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
By who?
Um,
Oberyn Martell.
Oberyn Martell,
The Red Viper.
the Red Viper. Yeah, he's cool looking. Like, I also like that he's wearing a skinny belt
Yeah.
to hold it all up. Take that. What if you just pull on it and it just goes, poof, and he's naked all of a sudden, and he covers his boobs, covers his balls, covers his boobs, covers his balls, does one hand, do. Then he turns around, you see his big butt crack. How big is that guy's butt? This guy's got a huge butt.
I'm sure it runs all the way back to the top of his neck.
How's your butt, James? You got a nice looking butt?
No, I sealed it up years ago. It's causing
What?
more trouble than it was worth.
Sealed it up
Yep.
like the sister from Twilight
Yeah.
Zone.
Got some of that putty, let it dry overnight.
Yep.
It's all good.
It's called spackle.
Yep.
Yeah, mine's okay. Mine's got a nice shape, but could use a little more muscle. I gotta be honest. Good
Okay,
analysis
so
there, Hank.
who is
Right.
running through here?
I take they're in some sort of under dungeon sewer
That
area,
almost
or are
looks
these
like-
ships? Are they like
Now,
ships
is
on a
that
dock?
John and Davos behind him? I can't quite tell. It
does have a
the quality's
Davos.
a little bit low.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a super high res. I don't know. Maybe that's the Blackfish. Actually, that could be.
I thought he
he's
was.
still alive, isn't he?
I didn't think so.
I thought he escaped or something. I don't think they killed him. But all right. I don't know.
No, it's possible.
Yeah, it could be. It's tough to tell from the sigils or the shields here. Okay, so
Okay.
Jon Snow. This is underneath. This is
This in Winterfell, that
the
is
crypt of Winterfell.
yeah. Whether or not John knows it at this moment or not, I'm not sure. But that is the statue of his mother.
He probably hasn't. I think he knows it. He doesn't seem that stupid.
Yes.
I mean, but they bury all their ancestors down here.
Yeah. So
When you build a cemetery, like you got to have extra room for more bodies. But how do they know that they got to have enough space? You just keep digging a tunnel?
yeah, it's like Minecraft.
I guess so. Eventually you hit water and a fucking squid lands on your head.
So
Yeah.
finally, Jon Snow is kind of putting his foot down with Littlefinger.
Yeah, more like putting his elbow into
Yeah.
his face.
Because
Bitch.
John is well aware of what Littlefinger did to Sansa, and Sansa is pretty much, you know, not his sister, but his cousin, really.
They're I'd say more sister than cousin. They were raised as siblings.
Well, they were raised as siblings.
They share a parent.
They share, yeah.
Sister,
stepsister, I guess. Yeah.
Half-sister.
Yeah.
Stepsister would be
I don't know.
different genetics.
I had a very boring traditional family, so I didn't learn all that stuff.
I didn't. Mine is filled with divorce and anguish, so I know what I'm talking about. Take that! On behalf of my stepsister, I can't believe what you did to my my half-sister. Oh, it just gets confused. She's definitely not my cousin, though, that's for sure.
But they could marry each other in this kind of world.
They totally could. They could bang and have a little demon baby, and the demon baby becomes the next king, and then somebody fucks the baby. You know, I mean, all kinds of fun stuff could happen. Okay, so
we gotta go back a little bit.
Yep.
So this looks to me at the place that I was initially saying was Casterly Rock. This looks like the start of that engagement. The Unsullied forcing their way past the Lannister troops to get into the castle initially.
That could be that, yeah. They're going back. Definitely, those are Lannister types. Yeah, it's good though. They're home. I mean, we know they're going to have a good fight. That's cool. It's hard to know what location it is though.
Yeah, all we can do is speculate this time.
I like that they have these things. You know, like those fish that fish with their own little thing in front of their mouth.
Anglerfish.
Anglerfish. Yeah, that's what those are called. And that's what these guys do. That's how they catch their dinner. Oh, look at this guy. Looks like it's falling.
He looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah, he does. I cannot be comfortable with that in your nose. Ooh! Alright, here we go. Take that, jerk! Uh-oh. Arya's looking for her keys. So,
do you think that shot of Arya, though?
Arya, huh? Alright. Let's hear it.
She's in a room that looks like it's got a stone floor. Did she get back to Winterfell? Is she looking for something she might have left behind there? Did she get there at a time where Jon was forced to abandon it, and once again the reunion was thwarted?
I don't know.
Because last time we see her, she's on the road, and now she's inside some sort of a structure.
Well, the only evidence that she's not looking for something on the ground is that she turns her eyes upwards as if there might be something
hidden up there that she might
under
have,
a bed somewhere. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. Those are all great questions. I don't think there's any evidence at all in the shot about what might be going on, other than she's looking upwards.
She's doing push-ups.
She is. Yeah, this is her. She's doing P90X. That's how she's so strong. Now, whose arm is this?
This can only be Jorah.
Jorah Mormont.
Yep. His grayscale has gotten quite bad.
Oh, yeah, the grayscale, duh. How did I not? I was thinking that was burned. Man, I'm dumb. I am. It's not. It's getting worse. Yeah, that's definitely got to be Jorah.
Makes me kind of concerned to see the rest of them.
Is he doing zombie noises yet?
I hope. I want him to find a cure. We know a cure exists. Well, not necessarily a cure, but something that stops the progression, because we saw that in Stannis' daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he finds it. He's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he's an okay guy. He sort of a lost soul. Got in trouble for selling slaves like an asshole, and then he had to move to the east where they didn't know about his crimes. Yeah. Hey, what do dyslexic zombies call for? Brian's.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Oh, I like this shot where the guy's moving his arms like a...
So it's a Dothraki, and he's killing what appears to be a Lannister.
Those look like Lannisters. Now, they're a little outnumbered, outclassed, because these are crazy wild Dothraki monsters. As they're well known, when you fight them in the open, you cannot beat them. They're unbelievably powerful.
And the armies of Westeros are not used to fighting Dothraki, because they would always not invade because they're terrified of water. They never crossed the sea before.
Right.
And now they're fighting Dothraki for the first time.
Yes, they call the water the salts or something. They hate it. Black salt or black salt water. I don't know. They know it's gross. But yeah, so this guy here, stab the horse, dumbass. What the fuck? Fucking put it right in the horse's chest. I don't care. It's a horse. I mean, you know, I don't want the horse to get hurt, but if you're in a war, you're allowed to murder the dude's tank, right?
Yep. I suppose.
I'm not as if
okay.
I would be just pooping my pants until someone would chop my face off.
We got Jon Snow running, with Tormund running.
What they're running from is Brienne. He pissed her off.
Yes, they do have that love thing going back and forth.
He asked her out one too many times. That's my favorite part of the show.
It's a nice moment of comic relief almost.
Yeah,
just out
the way he and Brienne, and she kind of was like, ugh, this guy. But part of her is probably like,
Yeah, so one thing to note is that
they're two strong folks, man.
Yes.
That'll keep up the entire Motel 8 all night long.
Yes.
And that's just Brienne.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You do Tormund and I'll do Brienne. Right, ready, go. Sex noises. Oh, yeah, I mean Tormund. Oh, I'm Brienne. Let's end this stupid bit.
God.
Good job, James. You really went with me on that one.
Well, we notice that John is running, and he is not his weapons sheathed.
He's also dressed kind of like a wildling, isn't he?
Yeah, but he doesn't have his weapon drawn, so it makes me think that they're not running from a battle engagement, but they're, you know,
White Walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're booking it, man. This is what happens when you're a kid breaking into the library and all of a sudden the cops show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go. Fuck!
Now, what is Tormund carrying? You see that?
It's a weird weapon, isn't it?
I'm not quite sure what it is. Is that like a quiver of arrows, or is that? I don't really know, but it seems to be moving in conjunction with his running.
I bet it's like a dragon glass axe or something, or some sort of molded, or I don't know.
It looks pretty brittle, fragile to me. I don't know.
Dragon glass is very fragile, by the way. It's brittle. It's fucking glass. It just can be very sharp. Yeah, that's I don't know. They're running from something. Yeah, that or they're all just getting into 5Ks.
No, he's trying to get his 10,000 steps for his Fitbit.
Yeah. Fitbit. Uh-oh. Yes. They're finally going to go for it.
I don't know quite how it's going to work, considering the physical requirements of being an Unsullied.
Well, James, as they say, it's not the motion of the ocean. It's if you don't have a dick, you're going to have to do, you know.
Okay, let's leave it to the imagination.
You go somewhere else. You're going to have to...
Moving on.
He has no penis, so that's trouble.
Now we've got Yara.
But a woman this attractive, you'll grow a penis.
Okay.
Oh, you will grow. You'll find a way. As my favorite philosopher, Jeff Goldblum, the chaotician, likes to say, penises find a way. All right, that's my Jeff Goldblum impression. It's pretty good. Okay, so that one. Okay, look, James. Oh, a little lady love between. This is the Red Viper's friend. Fucking forgot her name. She's also the actor in Rome, starring a guy who looks like a Roman, and Yara, right? What's her name?
Ilaria.
This is Ilaria.
Yes, and Yara is on the left. Yara being the sister of Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, and we've already established they're both into ladies, which is totally cool. Everybody's a fan of that. And
how they come to meet, I'm not quite sure yet, but it looks like they do meet.
But they're getting around. I mean, sexually,
but it makes me wonder, though,
traveling about their
trust
land.
Ilaria at all.
No,
so she does things purely for her own gain through the manipulation of others. So
I'm just tracing.
But Yara is not a weak character at all. She's not she's also a calculating character. So are they truly, you know, mutually engaged in this act, or are they both trying to con the other one to get an upper hand in some regard?
I think it could be they're looking for upper hand, but maybe just for the moment. This is like that night in World War I or World War II where the trench warfare guys, they had a Christmas and they're like, hey, and so the Germans and the Allies, they stopped fighting and they shared some Christmas food, and and then the next day they went back to killing each other. So this could be that, but scissoring, you know. Yeah, but like, go for it. You know, why not? You're a passionate person. You're still pretty healthy. You know, they're not. It's not like they're 70. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I had some. Oh yeah, she's the head of the Sand Snakes.
Ilaria is.
Ilaria is, yeah. But they were one of the more weaker parts of that season. Like
not my favorite.
The fight sequences were like, come on, you know. Where's Bronn? No, we haven't seen Bronn yet, right? No, he's not dead, though.
You know who else we haven't seen?
No.
Bran.
Oh, yeah, Bran.
You know, this part is very significant. So this is the same map that we saw in the beginning of the events, which we assume would be Daenerys's map, and
I mean, it could be that Dragonstone map.
But the important part of here is that the line is being toppled over.
Yes, by what looks to be a salt shaker.
Yeah. So is this symbolic for the fall of the Lannisters? Is Cersei dead?
I don't know. I mean, it's obviously yes. I mean, they're not real blunt with the symbolism. I mean, they're very blunt with the symbolism in this show. I mean, it's almost silly in a way. Like George R.R. Martin just happens to be such a good writer that he pulls it off really well. The 5 puppies, the 5, you know, even the runt goes to Jon Snow and turns out to be Ghost, and that whole thing. I mean, I don't think it means Cersei's dead per se, because this could be, it's definitely could be foreshadowing for what will happen, but it's also if you're planning, like James, if I was going to beat you up and I had a little figurine of you, it would be like a modified G.I. Joe, and I had one of me, which would be like a modified Ken doll, and I took the Ken doll and I said, die, James, and I knocked you down with it, but I hadn't actually done it. That's probably what's going on with this. Does that make sense? Sure. All right. Oh, we got water. We got fire. So this is obviously people diving away from a dragon, I'm assuming. It's the only way to escape a dragon.
The billowing of the fire coming out, the projection, the pattern, the speed, it does very much look like a dragon breathing.
That's my guess. Yes. Either that or Tyrion is having a bad hangover, and that's his fart.
But it's tough to see. It looks like whoever's got on the left has kind of like longish, blondish hair almost. I can't tell if that's just the water or if that's
right
hair.
There?
No, right up here near the head.
Here? Oh, it's hard to say because you pull a bunch of air bubbles down.
It's tough to say, but clearly two people escaping dragon fire.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, here we go. Okay.
And the fact that you hear the dragon afterwards and you see a dragon right after that.
I love the editing. Everybody loves the dragons. How do you not go crazy for it? But I like that they didn't even show it, but they showed the and then they cut to it. And you're like, oh my god. Honey, get the kids. We got to hurry up and get that station wagon and get the fuck out of here.
Whoever is facing this is screwed.
You're pretty fucked. This is bad. This is a bad scene. Oh man, that's Drogo. The big, scary black and red dragon. Look at him. Look at him, James. He's full grown now. Or maybe he'll get even bigger.
Could be.
They do keep growing, right?
I mean, Dragonstone's a perfect place for him to stay. He can roost on top of the... I mean, it was basically built for dragons.
Yeah.
And it's got the caverns and caves below it that the dragons can live in.
Can root around in and build up, set up a nice little house. Yeah.
It's like one of those little cat fortresses.
Cat fortresses, yeah,
exactly. They can, you know, scratch their claws and climb up, and they can swat at you when you walk by.
Yeah. Totally, and cut your ankles and it hurts. I hope though there's like a dragon whisperer character, like a Caesar Milan, just goes, Sick! And then the dragons go, what does he want? You know that dog whisperer guy?
Oh yeah, Caesar Milan. Yeah,
you know when he goes, Sick! When he does that hand thing, it makes me want to like take orders. He goes, Sick! And you're like, whoa, okay, what do you want me to do? It really does. I'm amazed. I mean, it's because I'm a stupid. All right.
The Great War is here.
The Great War is here.
He's talking about, what if he's like,
Burger King is here. Gentrification, I'm tired of it.
All right, James, here we go. One more.
The Great War is here.
Yes! Game of Thrones, the new season. I can't wait. Dude, looks good. Great trailer. Awesome show. One of the best shows of all time. Totally better than The Wire. Totally better than The Sopranos. James, any comment?
Well, the one thing that we missed going through it was that shot of the sword that Jaime Lannister was holding back at King's Landing.
All right, let's travel backwards.
And I was looking up something, and it seemed to be that some people are saying that the sword that he is holding is called Widow's Wail.
Oh, Widow's Wail.
Which was, I mean, I might be getting this wrong, but it seems that the sword...
Sorry.
Yeah, that it was the second sword that was created... If you go, you should see it.
After or before this?
I think it's when he's standing right. It's hard to see.
Well, he's got a sword.
Yeah, but people are speculating that that's Widow's Wail. That was with the second sword that was made from Ned Stark's sword, which, as we know, is called Ice.
Okay.
So, who has the other sword that would be related to Ice?
Brienne has.
Yes, she has the other one.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder if those two swords will be reunited, if they will clash against one another, because we know Brienne is with Jon Snow.
Right.
And they are opposing the Lannisters.
Yes.
So will Ice be reunited in bloody combat between two good friends who are on opposing sides of the war?
Right.
Or will Jaime Lannister do what I hope he does and end the war
by ending
his sister and allowing everyone to unite against the White Walker threat?
Okay. Yeah, that could be it. That's a pretty good prediction. I would throw my hat in with that you just said. I think that he would have a very hard time killing Brienne. Like they're like that's one of the one of the more tender parts of the show. Actually,
Brienne took down the Hound,
and they both have this sort of affection for each other. Even though they originally were introduced into each other's worlds as adversaries, she was in charge of him as a prisoner because she was working for Catelyn Stark. Now. But, you know, they developed a respect. They eventually developed an affection for each other. He rescued her from the bear. And, that's a great prediction. I think you're onto something with that, James. So, yeah, we're just scrubbing through it real quick, back and forth, because who can get enough of this?
I'm going to throw up.
I am going to throw up on you. That's my power. Dive into the water, James. It's coming. All right, so there you go, everybody. James, anything else?
No,
trailer?
Can we watch the show now?
Yeah, we're going to watch
it. On?
This will be like our shortest trailer breakdown yet, and it's probably about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
All the other channels do like 10-minute ones. What the fuck's wrong with us? All right, well, time to like and subscribe and maybe think about the Patreon if you're so inclined, guys. But we appreciate everybody's attention. Let us know what we missed. What did you think? Are you excited? Are you thrilled? Can you wait? We're going to be doing full...
Got something.
What?
Did it come back to you?
What?
The guy that.
Oh yeah, the king, the guy with the bridge guy, the fucking the Daddy Grab Hands.
River Run?
Not River Run. River Run's where the Tullys are from.
Oh, that's right. I got it wrong. But his initials are WF.
W.C. Fields.
No.
White fuckface.
Walder Frey.
Walder Frey, the fucking phrase. God damn it, I knew it. And their kids all have the same hats.
Yeah.
And he's got a bunch of ugly daughters, but he took out the hot one and he made her. He tricked the guy.
I don't know why I always get River Run confused with that. That's not at all.
Well, because it reminds you of your favorite movie. A river runs through it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And my favorite movie is Dances with Freys. Right? Walder Frey. God, I knew it. Okay, everybody. That's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in Season 7, full shot-by-shot breakdown. It's going to be amazing. Bye.